students, I Surabhi Mahana of Department of Mechanical Engineering going to teach you about the subject Mechatronics of 5th semester. Today we will discuss about the second chapter, that is sensors and transducer. Sensor. It is defined as an element which produces signal relating to the quantity being measured. Means sensor are some electronic devices which will measure some quantity like your physical quantity or mechanical quantity like our temperature, pressure, force. These will be sensed or measured by sensor. According to the Instrument Society of America, sensor can be defined as a device which produces a useful output in response to a specific measurement. Here the output is usually an electrical quantity and the measurement is a physical quantity or mechanical quantity or any property or conditions which is to be measured. Thus, in case of say a variable inductance or displacement element, the quantity being measured is displacement, and sensor transforms an input of displacement into a change in inductance. Here we will measure the displacement of any element. What is displacement? Suppose an element is previously in a position, then it will be shifted to another position, then that is the distance between the initial and final position is our displacement. That displacement will be sensed or measured by the sensor. Here we are using one variable inductance sensor. By using the principle of inductance, it will measure the displacement of the particular element or object. Here we can see the sensor. Sensor will sense a input signal and it will provide one output signal. Generally, the input signal is a physical or mechanical quantity like temperature, pressure, force, etc. Sensors are also called detectors. Need for sensor. So, what are the needs in day-to-day life of sensor? Sensors are omnipresent everywhere. We can say inside our body also. We know that we have 5 senses like our ear, eyes, nose, then our skin and our tongue. And these sensors which are fitted in our body is sensing both the external and internal things. That is, suppose any object is there in front of us, then it can see that one. That is our visual sensor, our eye. Now suppose if any sound is producing anywhere, then we can hear that. That is our audio sensor, that is ear. We can taste anything, we can smell anything, we can feel anything. That is due to our sensor present in our body. So like that, we are using some artificial sensor in machines and in different works. Like they are embedded in our bodies, automobiles, airplanes, cellular phones, radios, chemical plants, industrial plants and countless other applications. In most of the application in our life, we are using sensor. Without the use of sensor, there would be no automation. Without sensor, we cannot do automation in any industries. So, we can say sensor is most important part of automation. Classification of sensor. We have different types of sensor for different type of use, like our displacement sensor, position sensor and proximity sensor, velocity and motion sensor, force sensor, fluid pressure sensor, liquid flow sensor, liquid level sensor, temperature sensor, light sensor. These are used to measure different quantity like displacement, velocity, force, temperature, light, etc. Then our second element is transducer. Transducer is generally one device which will convert one form of energy into another form. That can be your mechanical or physical energy to electrical energy. So, as an element when subjected to some physical change experiences a related change or an element which convert a specific measurement into a useful output by using a transduction principle. It can also be defined as a device that converts a signal from one form of energy to another. The basic elements of transducer. Generally, transducer has two types of elements. First one is the sensing element, second one is the transducing element. So here in this diagram we can see the sensing element will first sense the input quantity that can be a physical or mechanical quantity like our temperature or pressure. Then it will be sent to the transducing element or transduction element where the energy conversion will take place. The physical quantity or mechanical quantity will be converted into a electrical output. Classification of transducer. We have different types of transducer according to the principle involved in it. So first on transduction on the basis of principle used, that is our active or passive transducer, primary or secondary transducer, analog or digital transducer, transducer and inverse transducer. And according to electrical principle used, we have different types of transducer like capacitive transducer, inductive transducer, resistive transducer, etc. Here we can see the classification layout. First one on the basis of principle used, that is capacitive, inductive and resistive. Then active and passive, primary and secondary, analog and digital, then transducer and inverse transducer. First we will discuss about the first type, that is active and passive type of transducer. So active type of transducer. These transducers do not need any external source of power for their operation. Therefore, they are also called self-generating type of transducer. Means, we know that transducer is used to convert one form of energy into another form. That is, your mechanical or physical energy to electrical energy. So, in this active transducer, the transducer will take its own energy for its own operation from that same physical or mechanical quantity which is to be converted into electrical quantity. That is our active type of transducer. This transducer generally works on the principle of energy conversion, law of conservation of energy. Again, the active transducer are classified into different types. That is photovoltaic transducer, thermoelectric transducer, electromagnetic transducer, piezoelectric transducer, chemical transducer and others. First we will discuss about the piezoelectric transducer. When an external force is applied to a quartz crystal, there will be change in the voltage generated across the surface. This change is measured by its corresponding value of sound or vibration. That is the work of piezoelectric transducer. Then passive type of transducer. Passive type of transducer are not self-generating. Here it required some external source of energy for its own operation to convert the physical or mechanical energy into electrical energy. For this it can take a DC power supply or AC power supply. So example of passive transducer are thermistor, potentiometer, etc. Then primary and secondary transducer. Some transducers contain the mechanical as well as electrical device. The mechanical device converts the physical quantity to be measured into a mechanical signal. Such mechanical device device are called the primary transducer because they deal with the physical quantity to be measured. This is the primary part or first part of the transducer. Then the electrical device then convert the mechanical signal into electrical signal, which is carried out by some electrical device known as secondary transducer. So example of primary and secondary transducer are your displacement voltage transducer. Here we can see that transducer. First part here is our primary transducer that consisting of the Bourdon tube pressure gauge and the pulley. And the secondary part is the voltage generation or the current generation part, that is secondary winding, primary winding and the electrical output part. That is our secondary transducer. So here we can see the primary transducer part is your mechanical transducer and the secondary transducer part is your electrical part. According to transduction principle used, we have different types of transducer. First one is capacitive transduction, electromagnetic transduction, inductive transduction, piezoelectric induction, photovoltaic transduction, photoconductive transduction. First one is our capacitive transduction. Here the measurement is converted into change in capacitance. Means the physical or mechanical quantity will be converted into capacitance, change in capacitance. A change in capacitance occurs either by changing the distance between the two plates or by changing the dielectric. Here we can see two diagrams. First one is two plates consisting of a dielectric. If you will change the dielectric, then the capacitance will change. And here in the second diagram we can see the distance between the two plates. When we will vary the distance between two plates, the capacitance of the element will change. Then electromagnetic transduction. In electromagnetic transduction, the measurement is converted into voltage induced in conductor by change in the magnetic flux in absence of excitation. So here you will use the principle of change in magnetic flux. In electromagnetic transduction, you will use the principle of change in magnetic flux. The electromagnetic transducer are self-generating type of active transducer. Here we can see the picture of an electromagnetic transducer. Here the motion between a piece of magnet and electromagnet is responsible for the change in flux. Here we can see that. Here one magnet is there. When it will move inside the electromagnet, then the magnetic flux will change, which will give us one reading or one electrical signal. Then photovoltaic transduction. In photovoltaic transduction, the measurement is converted to voltage generated when the junction between two dissimilar metals is illuminated. Photovoltaic transduction means here we will discuss about the light. So it is generally related to the light energy. Then photoconductive transducer. This one is also related to light energy. In photoconductive transduction, the measurement is converted to change in resistance of semiconductor material by the change in light incident on the material. Whenever the incident light is changing, when the intensity of the light is changing, then the semiconductor material resistance will change. The next one is analog and digital type of transducer. Analog transducer. These transducers convert the input quantity into an analog output, which is a continuous function of time. Thus, a strain gauge like an LVDT, then thermocouple or thermistor may be called